welcome. This is Crafting with Natalia. My name is Natalia and this is just a whip and chat. So really I'm trying to find a motivation to work on my diamond painting, and I've also been meaning to talk to you guys for a while. So today I'm just going to spend, I don't know how long, maybe half an hour, I'm not sure, but spend some time diamond painting whilst chatting to you. And of course this is boring to watch, so I recommend that you also pick up a project, or if you've got something to do in your house that you wanted to do and you just want something in the background to listen to, you can listen to me blabbling about my life and about the world and whatnot. And for me this is a great opportunity to get some progress done on this diamond painting that I've been working on. Actually, let me try and see if I can show you a bit of a zoom out view of this painting. So let me try and do that. Sorry guys, I was struggling with my camera there, but I'm a bit higher up now, so hopefully I can show you a bit more of a zoom out view, just so you can see where I am and what I'm working on. So this painting is London View, I think, yeah, London View by Diamond Art Club. And sorry, I'll turn it around a bit so you can see where I am. So it's got this beautiful red tree right here in the top corner. Here you can see Big Ben. So we're in England, we're in London, so this is where I live actually. So we've got Big Ben right there, and then we've got some just some kind of, so it's all mostly white and grey. There's some black as well, but it's kind of black and white type of picture with just red colors here and there. So the tree is red, and then there's this lovely couple standing in the middle of the painting. And there's this lovely lady in her red coat, and they're holding a red umbrella as well. And then there's a red London bus going across the bridge, across the river. So it's a beautiful London view, as the title suggests. And so where am I? Okay, so what have I achieved? Unfortunately I've not achieved very much. I wish I could say that I've made a lot of progress, but I really don't feel like I have. So far, what have I done? I've done the tree, most of the tree, and today I'll continue working on the tree because I wanted to work on something red whilst I talk to you guys. And then here, I've done this bit here, right? So this is done and this is done. So like the bottom, the kind of the bit where the river, so the river is done, basically the river is done, but I haven't done the Parliament houses yet. So these are the houses of Parliament, yes, where the Big Ben is, and so I haven't done them yet, and I haven't finished the bridge, and I haven't done the bus and this building here, and I've done kind of bottom half of the couple, but I haven't actually done the top half of the couple, so I'm really looking forward to doing that. And I've done a little bit more progress up here. Yes, so actually after doing that bottom part, I've jumped to the top, right, left, what is it? This is right, yeah. I struggle with right and left, guys, sorry. So I've jumped up to the top right corner of the canvas, and so I've done quite a bit of these clouds, and they're actually quite nice to work on. I was worried when I bought this painting that it was going to be a bit boring with all the greys and whites, but I'm actually really enjoying these bits here, where you just kind of fill in the colors and just seeing the shading come together to form this kind of a rainy London sky, which is the sky that you usually see in London. But we do get sun sometimes as well. But yes, so this is where I am. This is what I've achieved, and I really should have achieved more than that. But let's get you zoomed in a little bit more, I think. So I'll be working on this part here today. So let's get you zoomed in on that, and then I'll explain, well, why I haven't achieved very much, I guess, and I'll tell you a few things about what's been going on and how I've been feeling and stuff, and just some boring general stuff that you may want to listen to. But I don't know why actually people are listening to me chatting, but anyway, it's just like a catch up with friends, I guess, no? That's how I think about my whip and chats, is catching up with my friends. And also, crafting together, because actually I don't have any real life crafty friends. You know, I'd love to have some, but I don't really know anybody who does diamond painting in real life, or anybody even who does cross stitch in real life. So I don't have like a crafty friend that I could sit, you know, have a cup of coffee and sit together and craft together. So the way I think about my WIP and chats is that's what we're doing, yes. So we can work on our projects together. We have like our online crafty friends, and we can connect with each other that way and catch up, you know, on each other's like lives and stuff. So yeah, so let me just zoom you in, and then we'll have a quick chat and see what's happening. Okay guys, so I've got a bit of a funny voice today, so don't be surprised that I sound differently than usual, but I have a bit of a cold, just a very mild cold, nothing major at all, but yeah, basically sorry, now I can't talk because I thought about having a cold. Suddenly my throat has gone funny, no? It's funny how that works. But yeah, so basically just a mild cold, just a little bit of a sore throat, and then just, you know, just I had a bit of a headache earlier, but it seems to have gone now, hopefully. Yeah, so anyway, so let me just pick a color that I'll be working on, because I really want to get some progress done whilst I chat to you guys. So I was thinking, yeah, I wanted to do some reds. So 3801 is one red, so letter H, so there's a symbol H here. So let me just look for that one. There's not a lot of this one. Is that it? Maybe, you know what, I'm gonna have a look. In my stash here. So when I was kitting up this painting, I kitted it up in very small containers, so ones like these ones, because I didn't have any other spare containers. All of my containers were busy, you know, were used for something else. As I only had these, and so I couldn't fit all my drills in. So I've left some drills. I've got some bags that I haven't kitted up yet at all. Sorry, that's just an empty bag, but these bags I haven't kitted up at all. And so there's a lot of white in this painting. And then I have some bags with drills that wouldn't fit in the container, so I've put them in Ziploc bags. And so I'm just gonna check. Oh, there's one. Oh, there it is. So actually I haven't kitted up another bag of red, and that's the one. I was just worried I was gonna run out, but I found this bag now, so that's good. Yeah, so good. I'm glad that I found this one. Sorry, I just saw there's a random white drill. I'm just gonna place it somewhere. It must have fallen out of my tray. Is this one. Okay, so let me just, I have my scissors somewhere. Where are my scissors? 1 second guys, 1 second. Sorry, I'm back with the scissors. I'm just gonna pour some of these drills in my tray. Well, actually I'm gonna put the rest in my container, so let me just try and deal. They look a bit different. No, they're not. I had a panic, guys. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just I poured the drills from my container here, and then I poured the drills from the bag, and for a moment I thought they're different color, but they're not different color at all. I think it was just the light being funny. So I'm just gonna pour them here in my container. I don't have a funnel. I placed an order recently for a few accessories, but I am having trouble with that order. So there was a funnel in there as well, like a diamond painting funnel, but I'm having trouble. I don't know if I'll ever receive this order. Actually, I'm a little bit upset about that, but anyway, that was not the point of this video. I don't want to say anything until, you know, I know for sure what's happening with that order, because I don't want to give a bad reputation to the company, because maybe they are just having a backlog and maybe they will actually send me the thing that I ordered. We will see. But let me just, I'll put the rest in another container. I've got some spare containers. So these containers are super small, and they also open very easily by themselves. So you have to be very careful with these containers. They're not the best containers in the world, unfortunately. And then I've got some random drills that spilled out. Okay, so let me just sort this out so that we can get started. Okay, so I'll put this aside for now, my containers, and then I'm just using these small white boats. I use them all the time. I'm not very big on diamond painting accessories, as you may know if you've been on my channel before. Okay, so I'm just going to place I don't know where I should place my tray so that you can guys see everything. It's a bit hard today to set it up. I don't know, I'm having trouble setting everything up for some reason. Okay. But hopefully that's it sorted now. Okay, so I'm going to start diamond painting, and I'm going to try and talk to you as I diamond paint. And yeah, hopefully you guys, I mean, you can't really see when I'm placing the drills, can you? I don't know, it's difficult, isn't it? Let me just see what you can see. Oh, you can just see my hand. It's very tricky today, I don't know. Well, hopefully you can get, you know, good enough view of the painting at least. Anyway, you should be working on your project and not looking at me placing drills, because that's really boring to look at anyway. But okay, let's have a chat. Okay, so first of all, why did I want to work on this painting and why did I want to use red? This WIP Chat is really overdue. This is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I somehow, things kept happening and I just never got to it. But this painting, I picked it up because of Becky, from Becky's diamond painting Bling. I think that's her channel name. I will link her below, and I will also put the channel name on the screen right now so that you can see what it really is, because I'm really bad with names. But Becky is one of my lovely subscribers. I love my subscribers so much. She keeps leaving me lovely comments, and I didn't know for some time that she had her own channel. And then I think she shared that with me, or I don't know, or maybe I realized somehow, I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, I realized she has her channel, and I went to visit that channel, and then I found out that she was doing, because February was the month of heart and heart disease, so kind of you know, being a bit more conscious about your cardiovascular system and about what you can do to keep it healthy, and you know, what are the risks and how we can prevent heart disease and that kind of thing. And Becky, she has her own story with heart disease that she's shared on her channel, and because of what she's been through, she wanted to share her experience with other diamond painters out there, you know, to pass on her stories, her experience, and just her advice as well to other people out there, just to raise awareness of heart disease. And so that's really lovely that she's done it, and she started that hashtag on YouTube and Instagram, hashtag DP Red for heart disease. So basically you could in February pick any diamond painting that contains red and work on it and use that hashtag to post your progress. And so I picked this painting up. I actually started this painting way back in October for Lizette's event, for the Diamond Painting It Forward event. And then I didn't touch it for a few months. I was working on other paintings. And then when Becky mentioned that hashtag, I was like, well, this is a perfect opportunity for me to finally pick that WIP back up, you know, to find that WIP and put some drills down on it, because obviously this is a perfect painting for red. And that's why today I wanted to work on the red part. Well, also because it's more interesting, I think, for you guys to see the red part than the white and gray part. And so that's what I'm working on. And I think now, well, the event, well, it wasn't really a event as such. I think I'm not really sure how to call this, but the month of February has finished, so the month of heart awareness has finished. But you know, I know I'm late, but I'll keep working on this painting because I would like to finish this painting this month. So I wanted to, well, I didn't actually think I was going to finish it in February, to be honest, but I wanted to make more progress on it in February. But it was a busy month for me. That's one thing. I did get distracted with multiple things, which I will mention in a bit. But also, I have to admit to you guys, this is a bit of a confession time, and I don't know how you guys are going to react to that. I don't know. You may stop liking me. You may get upset. I don't know. But I have to confess, I seem to have lost my diamond painting bag lately. And I don't know why that is. It's not that I don't like diamond painting anymore. It's absolutely not that. the problem is different, that I caught a different bug, and that different bug seems to really overtake my diamond painting bug at the moment. So as you probably know, if you're subscribing to my channel, and if you've just stumbled on this video, then you will not know, but I will tell you now. But I don't just do diamond painting, I've also been doing cross stitch. So I discovered cross stitch kind of after I discovered diamond painting, and I fell in love with it as well. Initially, maybe not as much as diamond painting, but it kind of gradually started, like it's like this kind of rabbit hole that you go down, and I started it liking it more and more, and I started collecting more and more cross stitch patterns and floss and fabric and everything, and I got really drawn into the FlossTube community here on YouTube and the Instagram Stitchy community, which is also fantastic. And that's kind of now, I don't know, I'm just having trouble. So okay, so I've got a very busy life. I've got a job which is pretty busy. Like yesterday I worked really late. Like I started at 9, though I'm usually a few minutes late, but I started at 9, but then I didn't finish until 7 p.m. and I had like one half-an-hour break in the middle. And you know, it's a pretty long day, and it seems to be a recurring thing on Fridays. Fridays seem to be the worst on my work at the moment, because we're trying to finish a lot of things before the weekend, and there's a bit of urgent things and time pressure. But so basically I do spend a lot of my life working, and then so I'm an early bird, so I usually do crafting in the morning before I go to work. And if I can, I'll also do some in the evening, but then I also need to like cook dinner, you know, do laundry, or I just my partner requires attention, and we want to spend some time together. So you know, or I want to chat to my family on Skype, and you know, it's just all the little things. And sometimes, you know, we'll go out or whatever, you know, there's other things in life. And so because of that, I have a limited amount of time in a day to actually craft. And so because of that, I have to choose. I have to choose what I want to do in that limited time that I have. And you know, well, I think it varies. It used to be kind of half a half. I would maybe do one day diamond painting, one day cross stitch, or I would do maybe diamond painting in the morning, and then in the evening I would maybe try and do some cross stitch, or the opposite. But I don't know, lately, well, one thing is that I feel like I've been having a little bit less time, like the evenings have been a bit more difficult. But also the trouble is that I've had so many cross stitch projects that I've wanted to work on, and some of them are very addictive. So I started this one big project that I got really addicted to for you know, a couple of weeks. I really didn't want to put it down. And then there's some other projects I really wanted to start. And because of all that, I've been doing much more stitching. I just don't know, I just can't seem to be able to put my stitching down lately. And so because of that, I think my diamond painting time has gone down a lot, and I've really struggled to get myself to diamond paint. Not because I don't like it, but it's just because if I have to choose what to work on, I seem to always be choosing cross stitch lately. I maybe every now and then I'll spend an hour, you know, half an hour diamond painting, but it's really not a lot of time in a week that I've been diamond painting. And so because of that, as you see, I haven't actually made a lot of progress on this painting, which is a big shame, because of course I want to finish this painting, and I have a massive stash of all the paintings that I want to do. It's just that it's becoming really difficult to make that choice of what am I going to work on, you know, because there's so many things I'm excited about, and I seem to really enjoy cross stitch. I think mostly because it feels very satisfying, you know, when you finish something, or when you, I don't know, when you see it come to life. There's something very satisfying about knowing that you're making it yourself. And I mean, I know it's the same with diamond painting, like it's the same kind of feeling, but there's something about stitching that you are aware how much effort that is. So diamond painting is also a lot of effort, and a lot of time goes into it. This drill has something on it. I don't want it. It's got like a black blob on it. So I'm just gonna put it. I've got a bag of drills. That are either they're not very nice drills, they're trash, or they're like misshaped drills, or joined together drills, or also drills with stuff on them, like maybe some of them have holes or some of them have like black dots on them. I put them in here in this bag. This is all from this painting. So as you've seen, I maybe completed what, 60% of this painting. I'm not sure exactly, but this is how much trash I've had in that 60%. But I have to make a note here that I'm not as picky as some other diamond painters. That's not to say that you shouldn't be picky. It's not criticizing anybody. It's just that I'm not very picky because I already I already make very slow progress on my diamond paintings, and if I was very picky, then I would make no progress at all. So I only pick out the drills which look really bad, which really bother me, or which I can't, you know, they're so misshapen that I can't use them. But if they have some small, you know, I don't know, I don't pick every single drill. Like, I don't look through all drills to just pick the nicest ones. I chuck them on the canvas and see what happens. For most of it, it's only when I notice, oh, there's something really wrong with that drill or something that's really bothering me, then I will put it in my trash bag. But I know that some other diamond painters are much more picky about the drills that they use, and that's absolutely fine. I think it's great. I'm sure their final result is much better than mine. It's just that I can't be bothered. So that's just to let you know, guys. So if you see my trash being smaller than other people's trash, that could be one explanation for why that is. Okay, but back to what I was saying. Yes, so the satisfaction level from cross stitch. It's a funny term, but basically, I think so. Yes, the diamond painting is a lot of effort. But stitching something is, in terms of cross stitch at least, that is a lot of work. Like that's not. It's slow. It's a very slow process. It's not like, you know, it takes quite a bit of effort. You have to, like, you know, you have to pick initially pick your floss, your fabric, then like when you're stitching, you have to, like, you know, pick your strand, and you have to, like, there's things like knots that you have to unknot, and you have to change your colors, and it takes a bit of time to, you know, and it's a bit of it's more involved kind of process. So I think it's just a knowing how much more involved it is, and then how much effort goes into it, then it gives you maybe bigger satisfaction at the end. But also, I do love the level of creativity that goes into cross stitch, where you can pick your own color. So if you maybe don't like one of the colors in the pattern, or you think it's not going to fit with your fabric or with the end result that you would want to achieve, then you can replace that color. You can change the fabric. You can pick the fabric that you want to see. You can also add your own bits to the design, or you can remove some bits from the design. So it's more flexible in terms of the final product, kind of the final outcome. You can influence it more, I feel, as a stitcher than you can as a diamond painter. Of course, in diamond painting, you can use special drills, you can use ABs. So, you know, there's also like, you can be creative as well, but I think it's a bit more difficult to be creative in diamond painting. The options are a bit more limited, and it's harder to do things like I guess you could replace a color, but you have to get your own drills from somewhere, and then, you know, then they're going to be different quality to the other drills, and you know, it gets a bit more complicated with diamond painting. I think it's a bit easier to be creative with stitching. So I just wanted to say that to you guys, because yeah, you've not seen much progress from me, and that's the reason why. I hope to get back you know, into diamond painting more eventually. I think this may just be like a phase that I'm going through right now, where I just really want to stitch, and you know, it's my hobby, and so I want to do in my free time, I want to do what I want to do. Yeah, I don't want to, like, say, you know, I'm not gonna stitch because I have to make progress, and like and then it becomes like a chore. Yeah, like that. I don't want diamond painting to be a chore. I want to pick up diamond painting because I want to be diamond painting. So yeah. But hopefully that will come back, you know. I think, you know, we all go through phases when we like one thing more and then we like another thing more, but we like the other thing less, or we just, I don't know, you know, it's just, I think it depends how you feel on the day and stuff. And so, yeah. But I have been diamond painting a little bit, just not a whole lot. And so, yeah. So I would really love to finish this painting, you know, guys. And I've also been working, that's an embarrassing amount of progress that I've made on this project. So I've also been working on my Starry Night comparison project, but you'll be laughing how little I've done, because I've only done 2 sections on each of my Starry Nights. Let me see if I can show you here. Let me put that down. So I've got my diamond dots. Ooh, I'm making a mess. Okay. Diamond dots, Starry Night. Yeah, so that's the 2 sections that I've done for this painting. And it's actually really nice. You can see this in daylight now, the colors. It's lots of purples in this one, and lots of bright yellows and also some greens. So I love the color choices for this painting. They are not very true to original, these ones, but they are very fun. So I guess, you know, it's a choice. Do you prefer to have something that's very close to the original painting, or would you rather have a fun interpretation of that painting? It's a very interesting question, and I don't actually know what I prefer. I know that I enjoy this. I think I enjoy both things, just in different ways. So this is a round painting, and it's very sparkly. You can see these diamond dot drills are super sparkly in the light. Just look at them. So beautiful. Yeah. Very sparkly. So they've got lots of facets. You can see the facets very clearly on them. They're not like other drills I've seen. They're definitely different kind of drills. So they must be like manufactured just for diamond dots, because I've never seen them with any other company. I mean, it's not that I tried all other companies, but yeah, I've never seen them before. Okay, and then to compare to that, this is the Diamond Art Club version. Okay, so again, similar size sections, so 2 sections complete, and this one is square. Yes, it's a very different look, so you don't have gaps between the drills, so it's much more like, you know, much more smooth in a way, like all the drills are connecting to each other. So I do like that look as well. I do like the square kind of look. It's more like tiles, yeah. And the colors are very different. So these are more true to the original, I would say, to the original painting. So there's more blue. They're a bit more toned down. They're not as like you know, bright and colorful. And then the actual painting was quite toned down as well. So I think this one is more true to original artwork. It's got some ABs in here, so I don't know if you can see them, but there's some white ABs in here. So that's cool as well, that you can see those ABs. Well, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, hopefully on this light, yeah. So they do sparkle wonderfully from far away. When you put the painting far away, you can see this a bit of a sparkle there from the ABs. So yeah, so very different color palette. Let me just show you. Can I show you them side by side? Yeah, kind of like this. So these have been ungluing a bit, which is bothering me because I'm worried the glue is gonna dry. So I need to put some drills in here. But yeah, so here's them. Let me do that. Kind of, they're not fitting in my frame, but that's okay. Yeah, you can see, you get the gist, right? You can see the difference between them. So the colors are definitely different. So that, you know, the actual background is darker on here, but the moon and this part here is brighter in diamond dots, whilst here these are all a bit more muted. Yeah, so the background is a bit lighter, but also the moon and this part here is also a bit kind of less vibrant. One thing I notice is that I enjoy working on Diamond Art Club more. In terms of the canvas, it's just that it's much easier to work on than Diamond Dots. One is the symbol clarity is amazing on Diamond Art Club, and it's not as amazing on Diamond Dots. It's a bit harder to see the symbols, but that's actually not the main thing. The main thing is the glue, or maybe it's the actual fabric of the canvas, I'm not sure. But what's happening on Diamond Dots is my dots, my drills seem to be getting stuck on the glue, and I'm a slider. I'm a drill slider. So when you see me working on canvas, let me put these aside. So even here, okay, let me show you. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this properly, but let me try. So I find my symbol, right? And I put my drill on the symbol, and then I'm like, okay, this is not right where I want it, so I will slide it, yeah? I will slide it to where I want it to be. And I do it all the time. I just noticed that when I was working in diamond dots, how much I slide my drills. I do it kind of subconsciously, you know, I just slide them, just with squares especially, even though like the diamond dots is actually rounds, but even with rounds, you want them to be like in where you want them to be, like you want them in the middle, yeah? And you don't want them like on the side, so you want them even. And to get them even, I always slide them around a bit, even after I place them, and especially if I use a multi-placer. So if I use my 4-placer, let me see if I can find a place. Also, okay, so there's some H's here, yeah? So I'll put my drill down, all my drills down, and then I have a look, okay, are they straight, are they not straight? In this case, they actually are quite straight, so let me try again. But if they're not, let me try. So I put these here. And if I find, again, they're a bit straight, but the ones next to them don't seem very straight now, so I will just push them a little bit towards these. Yes, so they're a bit more straighter. I'll just use my tip to push them. And that's super easy to do on Diamond Art Club. I've never had any issue with doing that on Diamond Art Club, or I very rarely have any issue with that. On diamond dots, they seem to... sometimes it's easy, sometimes you can slide them, but in a lot of places you can't. They seem to get stuck and you can't move them, and it's so frustrating. I get so frustrated when I can't move them, because then I use my tweezers and unpick them, and it's just a faff, you know. So I'm a bit disappointed with that. So this is the Starry Night is my first diamond dots painting that I've ever worked on. And I love their rendering, you know, I love their colors, I love the quality of the drills. But one thing that I am a little bit disappointed is that I am finding the canvas a little bit difficult to work on. And the printing on the canvas could be much better. The symbols could be, they're a bit on the blurry side for me. Like I can see them, but I don't like how blurry they are, basically. I think they could be printed much better. So that's the only complaint that I kind of have about diamond dots, but I am enjoying that project a lot. I just haven't really made progress on it, but again, that's on my list. I think it's because now the little time that I've spent on diamond painting, I mostly spend on this canvas. So and also because there's a lot of confetti in the Starry Nights, so every little section actually takes a long time to complete. I think it takes me about 2 hours for one section. So it was like, you know, for 2 sections, you know, one from each painting, that took me about 4 hours probably, which is quite a fair amount of time, you know. Yeah, and then the rest of the time I probably spend working on this painting, on and off. Yeah, so okay, so that's my diamond painting, but there's another reason why I've been distracted. And now I'm finally a bit calmer enough to talk about it, and that's part of the reason why I haven't done a WIP Chat before, is because I wasn't calm. I was actually an anxious mess, like an anxious ball, and I was kind of, I was going through all sorts of emotions, and I was being a real pain to be around. But I finally calmed down a little bit, so that's positive. But the reason, well, I mean, there's many reasons. Like, you know, the world has gone mad at the moment, and that's another reason why. Also, I did get quite emotional, and I have trouble sleeping at the moment, to be honest, with the situation going on in Ukraine. Knowing that there's a war going on, there's you know, horrible things happening, and also the risk, the danger that's and also like the consequences that we'll all have to carry. You know, the consequences. You know, there's so many. I mean, first of all, the risk of the war for other countries, like my home country, Poland. Of course, they are at risk of you know, also being invaded, or, you know, I don't know what Putin may do. I don't know what crazy things are going through his mind. I don't know if he's gonna explode a nuclear plant or something like that. So you know, that doesn't make it easy for me to sleep at night. But also, you know, Poland at the moment is in a very difficult situation with all the refugees coming in, and I know that people, even in my parents' town, are taking refugees in, even though they're in the western side of Poland. you know, the financial burden. Poland is completely relying on gas from Russia, on wheat. Wheat. I think wheat prices have gone for everybody, you know, wherever they are in the world, because of what's happening in Russia, and prices of everything are going up, and the inflation was already super high before the invasion started. So, you know, I'm having thoughts about everything, kind of like I'm worrying about everything at the moment, which is not helping really, but I am a worrier. I'm a very anxious person. So for me, this kind of level of disturbance to the normal life, you know, of the planet, of all of us, is really difficult to cope with. So that's one thing that's obviously been on my mind, as I'm sure it's been on many other people's mind. Yeah, because, you know, we may, it's just difficult for everybody, but also we may have relatives or friends. You know, I have a good friend who is from Ukraine, and yeah, it's just you know, just knowing that these things are happening to people like us, you know, like it could have been us if we were born in Ukraine, or if we lived there. It could have been our country, you know. It's just horrible to think that you may be going to work one day, and then the next day there's a war, and you have to escape, and your family is separated, and I don't know, just horrible things, right? But we don't want to talk about the horrible things here. We want to relax. So we're not going to go into that anymore. But it's just that was one thing that has been on my mind. Okay. But before the war happened, there was also like personal stuff going on. First of all, I had some trouble at work. I fell out with a friend at work, and it was a whole thing, and we're still kind of, you know, like on a funny kind of terms at the moment, but we're okay now. Things have improved now. But yeah, I fell out with a good friend at work, which has upset me. And then it was Valentine's, and it was my birthday. It was so I took a couple days off for Valentine's, because my birthday falls the day after Valentine's. And because I do like to have a day off on my birthday. If I can have a day off, then I will try and have a day off. And it wasn't Tuesday, and Valentine's were Monday, so that kind of like worked out, you know, into a really nice long weekend. So I took both Valentine's and my birthday off. And my lovely partner has, you know, I thought this made sense. I didn't think very much of it at the time, but he booked like a spa hotel stay for us, and I think he wanted to book it from like on the night from Valentine's to my birthday, but because it was Valentine's, it was all booked up. So he booked it for the night before, so it was like the 13th to 14th. And yeah, I said, yeah, fine, that sounds like a nice idea. You know, we're gonna have a nice, you know, hotel stay. We get a massage, we'll get some nice food, because there was like a free course meal included, and then breakfast included. And you know, I love food, so yeah, sounds great. and there was a pool there, and you know, all the nice things. So yeah, I thought, yeah, nice idea, and yeah, it made sense that he's booked that for Valentine's and my birthday, you know, that makes sense. So I said, yeah, sure. And little did I know, then we had the dinner at the restaurant, and well, obviously I wore a dress because, you know, I you know, you wear a dress to dinner, but he wore a suit, and I didn't think very much about why he was so like he wanted to wear a suit, and he wanted it to be all fancy and stuff, and somehow things happened. We had the meal, and then after the main course, he decided to propose, which I was, well, I had no idea. I had no clue what was happening. I was completely oblivious to the whole thing. But he got up, and I just thought he was being silly, because he likes taking pictures and stuff with his phone, and he wanted a picture of us or whatever. And he got up, and he asked the ladies on the table next to us if they could record us for a minute. And I was like, oh, why on earth you want the ladies to record us? Like, what a silly thing. And they were like also surprised, like, yeah, you want to film? Yeah, and he said yes, and I said, oh my god. And then he got up, and I thought, honestly, I thought he was gonna make me dance, and I thought, oh my god, this is getting ridiculous. Yes, he is a bit of a funny guy. He has some crazy ideas sometimes, and he's very spontaneous, and God knows what he may come up with. And he does salsa dancing, and he loves dancing, and I didn't know if he has some idea. I don't know. I honestly had no idea what he was gonna do, and that was the funny thing, that at no point it occurred to me that he wanted to propose until then he started saying, you know, Natalia, you're a wonderful woman, blah blah blah. And then I realized, and I was like, oh no, like I just got so scared. I got completely panicked. First of all, because we were in the middle of the restaurant. It wasn't like a very crowded restaurant, but there was quite a few tables with people there, and they were looking at us, and I was very conscious of all the people looking at me. And believe me, I know I have a YouTube channel, and I know that there will be people, you know, multiple people watching, but because they're not in the same room as me, and I don't have to stand in the middle of the room and talk to all these people at once, I don't get nervous. Well, I think I got nervous in the first few videos I made, but I don't get as nervous as if I had to stand in the middle of the room and do anything. Like, even if I just have to stand and have all the people look at me, I get really nervous about that. So that realization, I know there was people looking at me, and he was gonna ask me the question, and I was just so like worried about the whole thing, and I was like, this is like a nightmare. This is like a complete nightmare. So for me, I was dying inside, and that all got me so stressed. But of course I said yes, because I couldn't say no, and and then I was thinking, oh my god, what's happening to me? And I take time to process big events like that, and I was worried about a few things, because we do have to sort some things out before we can get married. Like, there's just some things on the way that make it a little bit more tricky, but of course, you know, I know that he's a wonderful man. He is an absolutely wonderful man, and especially the past couple of weeks, and when I was being an absolute nightmare to be around, he's been super patient with me, and he's put up with me. Initially I wasn't sure, like when we first met, I wasn't sure if he was the right man for me, so I was giving him a bit of a hard time, and he always stuck around, and he always kept trying to make things work, and then he was always very, very good to me, and now he's wonderful to me. So of course I know that he's the right man, and I know that I'm happy with him. I'm terrified. I think I'm terrified of the prospect of a marriage, of settling down, I'm a kind of independent spirit, and you know, it's scary things. I don't know, like, there's all sorts of things. I worry about everything. I need to stop worrying one day, but I don't know how. I don't know how. You know, guys, well, I think a lot of diamond painters talk about this. It's mental health, and how actually a lot of us use diamond painting and other crafts as a way of, like, a therapy, right? It's a kind of therapy for us to be able to cope well with reality. Sorry about the noises that's behind my window. I've got a busy road, and there's some crazy people. I don't know. But yes, so diamond painting for a lot of us is a way to deal with things like anxiety and things to deal with our mental health. And I think for me it's definitely a big thing. I do struggle with you know, with anxiety for sure. I do think like I get affected very easily by things, and even like having like falling out with someone at work, or you know, I do get very involved emotionally in certain situations, and then, you know, especially when things happen directly to me, but even sometimes I may just be getting involved in someone else's kind of, you know, when someone else is going through things. I just think that, you know, my emotions seem to grow very fast and to affect me very very strongly, and you know, we all have our own like I think a lot of us do struggle with some mental health issues, and you know, everybody has better days and worse days, and I think it's important as well to talk about it. That's something that I've been thinking as well about, because one of my favorite creators on YouTube is Jessica, and Jessica from Tiny Words of Wonder. She has a wonderful channel, mostly about diamond painting, but she also does some cross stitch and coloring, and I think she does crochet as well. So she does multiple crafts, and she's got a lovely channel. But she lately made a WIP Chat as well, where she explained some things that happened in her life, very sad things, very serious things, which are her story to tell. But she really highlighted how important it is for us to admit, you know, that everybody at some point in their life will struggle with mental health, most likely. And we're all affected by that, and it's very important to highlight that, you know, it's okay to sometimes not be okay. It's okay to you know, to not be okay, basically, to feel the way you feel. It's okay to not feel well, and that there are ways to help yourself, you know, to help someone else. And she made this like her WIP Chat was very you know, I recommend that you do go to her channel and you do have a listen, because these are very important things to talk about. And I was actually thinking at that point, I was it was I think maybe about a month ago that I watched that video, and I was still probably diamond painting more than I am now, but I still think that would be a nice idea. I'm just struggling to complete any diamond paintings at the moment, but this idea came to me that would be really nice at some point to have like a diamond painting along. I don't want to call it an event, but like a diamond painting along, for like mental health awareness, for like you know, kind of like, for me it's kind of thinking about Jessica and about what happened in her life, and just kind of maybe also like raising some awareness about mental health and about you know, ways that we can help each other as well, you know, and I think it would be nice to have a diamond painting along, which kind of brings these issues, like, you know, just kind of allows people to talk about these things as well, like without feeling embarrassed. And you know, like, I don't know, because I always feel embarrassed about talking about mental health, but it's so important. No, it's really important to talk about. So I don't know, because I have this painting that I got, actually that was a giveaway that I won from Lenka D. Again, another wonderful creator that is one of my favorite creators on YouTube. She's very genuine, Lenka, so I love her, and she makes me laugh a lot. So I won a giveaway from Lenka, and it's a massive painting, so I don't know how long it would take me to finish that one, but it's a painting from DIY Man Shop, and that one is actually it's from Jeremiah Morelli, which is one of the artists that I love his artwork, so possibly one of my favorite artists. I mean, I have many favorite artists, but he is definitely, you know, high up on the list. And I'm just trying to remember, I don't want to say the wrong title, but yes, so the title of this painting is Two Sides to Every Story. I didn't know I do have a video when I was unboxing this painting. I will try and link it above, but I didn't know the title of this painting when I was unboxing. Only when I was trying to find a link to put in my description for that video, I realized that that's the title of this painting, and I thought that's a beautiful title for this painting, a very meaningful title, definitely. And here's so there are two paintings that are kind of similar to each other, and one of them the kind of, so they're like reverse of each other, and one of them the person is standing in the dark, and the other one the person is standing in the, or I don't want to like say it the wrong way, but basically there are two like paintings that like reflect, like they're like reverse of each other, and I love them both. And I was thinking it would be really nice to work. Like, I think that painting actually really brings that Jessica story to life. Like, that really brings the fact that, yeah, we all go through something, even if it looks like, you know, everything's bright on the outside. And, you know, and people may see us as, you know, so positive and, you know, everything's fine. But actually there is like another side, you know, something that maybe we're not saying to everybody. And there's something that maybe is going on deep inside. And yeah, there's always two sides to everything, yeah? So I don't know, I had all these thoughts lately, I don't know. Yeah, so maybe one day I'll do like a diamond painting, just not a very formal one. I'm not sure, it depends also, because I suggested that to Jessica, so I don't know if she may also want to do something. But yeah, if there's like a diamond painting along for mental health, I think that would be great to work on that painting. And yeah, I will try to make some videos about that as well. I think that would be cool. Yeah, and what else? So regarding Starry Night, that's what I wanted to tell you guys, and I completely forgot. I had a fun event this week. So fun. So we went, this has been something I wanted to do for a long time. Is this, so you guys probably know, you know, you may not know if you're new to my channel, but I am a big Van Gogh fan, so a big fan of Vincent van Gogh, who's Dutch, I wanted to say Dutch diamond painter, but he was definitely not a diamond painter. He was a painter, you know, with paint. He produced like hundreds of drawings and paintings in his short lifetime. And one of the things that I knew was happening in London a while ago, that was actually a couple years ago now, I think, was this immersive Van Gogh exhibition. I think it's one of these traveling exhibitions that goes to different cities around the world. You know, they kind of move to another city. And this one is, you know, it's completely dedicated to Van Gogh, and it's called immersive because the way it works is like it's trying to put you inside of his paintings and kind of give you more like three-dimensional view, or make something like I don't know, like make these paintings like transition from one to another, or, you know, make them look, kind of give you a different perspective at Van Gogh's paintings. And so I was very excited about that idea, and a couple of years ago I booked tickets to go to, actually, yeah, that was for my birthday. I was meant to go for my birthday, but there was horrible weather conditions. There was there was huge storms in London at that time, and actually that exhibition got cancelled for that weekend, so I couldn't go. And then after that, I think they were fully booked, or, you know, they didn't offer me an option to reschedule, and in the end I never went. And then I knew when I moved to London that exhibition was going on again, but at that point, you know, it was quite expensive, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to go at that point, and then I thought it's finished, but actually they've extended it, or I don't know, they brought it back. And I realized, well, I saw the posters on the tube last weekend, and I was like, oh, can we go? And so I, you know, I invited my fiance, and I know he's not very big on arts, but he, you know, he likes, he's very curious about the world, and then he likes the fact that I was so excited about it, so of course he wanted to go with me. So we went to that exhibition on, was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday night. And oh guys, I mean it wasn't like, I think it wasn't as fantastic as I thought it was gonna be, but I still had such a good time. I really enjoyed myself, and I think even my fiance really enjoyed himself as well, because I think he saw how excited I was, and he was really enjoying. I kept talking to him about Van Gogh, and I kept showing him things about the paintings that I like, and then he even, like, we both even did like coloring, so there was like a room for coloring. Basically they had, it wasn't very fancy or anything, they had very simple, they just had like 5 colors, crayons, and they gave you like these blank or partially filled coloring pages from Van Gogh paintings, And so you could sit and do some coloring, and then you could stick it on the wall where everybody else's coloring pages were. And so I did some coloring. I may try and insert a couple pictures here just for you to see what it looked like. But basically, yeah, but you could sit there and also immerse yourself in Van Gogh's art also by doing some coloring. And I haven't done coloring since like school years. My fiance, even he did some coloring as well. So I was shocked because I was thinking like, oh my god, he's gonna hate it. But actually he was so into it. He was like trying to get everything filled in properly, to draw like straight lines and everything. And I was like, okay, he's really into it now. So we did some coloring as well. And then they had like this VR experience where you could walk in Arles, which was that village that Van Gogh lived towards the end of his life. Kind of his key paintings, like the Starry Night, were painted during that period of his life, that last few years. And so you could walk as a Van Gogh, kind of you could walk through the village and through the forest and then see where his paintings came about. So it was kind of like a VR experience, like a 3D walking experience as well. So that was really cool. And then they had this room, like they called it an immersive room, where you were sitting in a big room, and basically so you were sitting like in a beach kind of chairs. And so kind of half lying down, and all around, so it was a big room, and on all of the walls as well as the floor, and on the ceiling there was just like it was very dark, and there was just like some star lights kind of, but everywhere around you and on the floor they were displaying like, it's hard to describe, it was like a show of Van Gogh's art. But it was all like moving, so it was like there was like rain was falling, or when they were showing like the Starry Night, the other Starry Night painting, the Starry Night on the Rains, I think, or whatever it's called. The boats were moving. I'll see if I can insert. I took like a very short video, but there were like lots of people there, and I didn't want to film strangers too much because that's weird, and also because these it wasn't like a quick show, it was like probably 20-minute long, and they took time to kind of show every painting, and then in this painting, you know, there was lots of animation, and that's one painting, or they would be transitioning into another painting, and slowly, you know, things would be changing, but it was like a very long display, so you'd have to sit there properly for like at least 10-15 minutes to actually take it all in. So I can just try and insert a little snippet of what it looked like, but really you'd have to be there because the video is not going to show how wonderful it was. But yeah, but it was a lot of fun, and I definitely recommend, if you get a chance, to go to that. If you like Van Gogh, or even if you just, you know, if you maybe don't know very much about him, but you'd be interested to find out, or interested just to try, it's a really great way of learning something about his life and about his art, and just absorbing some of these wonderful paintings that he's painted. Yeah, I definitely recommend, if you get a chance, yeah, go for it. So that was fun. So yes, that's what I did this week. Okay. I just realized we're like 52 minutes. Okay, so it's been a long WIP Chat, so I should really try and wrap it up soon, but I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about, but maybe not, maybe that's it, I don't know. But there is one thing that I definitely wanted to share with you guys today. It's just because I received a parcel last night. I received a parcel. The parcel came all the way from Canada, and the parcel was from one of my lovely subscribers, so Louise. If you're another creator, you may know Louise because she's super supportive of us creators, and she's a wonderful personality. And Louise has been my biggest supporter, who literally watches every one of my videos. I don't know why, but Louise is like a friend. She's a friend to me now. So we have been messaging, you know, we have been emailing and then sending messages on Instagram, and we've just been like, you know, supporting each other. And she also does crafts, so Louise does diamond painting, and she recently completed this very large diamond painting for her friend, and so that's also, I think, is very kind to you know, there's a lot of hours diamond painting for someone else, so that's a lot of effort. Why is this so uneven? Sorry guys, I'm trying, I'm sliding my drills. I'm sliding my drills, that's what I was talking about earlier. But so Louise has sent me a parcel. She has sent me a gift. Well, actually she sent me 2 gifts. And one gift she specifically said that I can unbox on YouTube. I would really like to show you the other gift, but I'm not sure if she's gonna say yes. So I may message her and ask her if I can show you my other gift. But then the main thing, she said she's happy for me to unbox on my channel. I have unboxed just before this video, and I would like to share this with you guys. So I'm going to put an insert here for you to see, just in case, you know, I know like we're coming towards the end of the video, so I understand if you may not be interested in my friend mail, but you know, it's such a wonderful gesture of kindness. It's just so wonderful for me to receive a gift from one of you guys, from someone I've never met in real life but who's watching my videos, and I just really appreciate that she has taken time to make something. She's made things for me herself. So most of the gifts are actually made by her. And you know, she's taken time to make that for me, and then to send it to me to UK as well. And you know, it must have costed quite a bit to send it. So I really do appreciate the fact that, you know, she's put all that effort, all that time into sending me something. Is just so wonderful, Louise, honestly. So I'm going to insert now that video, just in case if you would also like to join me as I open that gift from Louise. Okay, so I wanted to open this gift with you guys. So Louise has sent me 2 gifts actually, and one of them was a personal one, which is one of the most beautiful gifts that I've ever received, and I just can't say how grateful I am. But this gift, the second one in this box, Louise sent to me with a thought that I may want to unbox it on my channel. So she said she's happy for me to show it to everybody. And so of course I want to show it to everybody. I have no idea what it is. So it's a complete surprise for me as well as for you guys. And I'm really curious to find out what it is. I really wanted to share this because you know, it's so wonderful to receive kindness from someone, from one of my subscribers that I have never met in person, but we have been, you know, talking to each other over emails, over Instagram, and she's just been so supportive and so kind, and I really do think about her, about Louise, as a friend. And you know, any kindness that comes from you guys as well, I do want to share it, because it's so wonderful for me to be receiving you know, gifts, to be receiving like these, even just messages, you know. I just appreciate them so much, and this is just wonderful. Louise has pretty much made me cry this morning when I opened the package. It's just so wonderful. It came all the way from Canada. Can you believe, guys? All the way from Canada. Yeah, so I've never been to Canada. I'd love to go one day. Hopefully one day I can meet Louise in person as well. It would be wonderful if that could happen. Okay, but so this is a wonderful blue box. It's been wrapped beautifully, and I almost don't want to unwrap it because it's just such a shame to damage this beautiful wrapping. And I'm a bit of I don't know, a barbarian when it comes to unboxing my gifts. I'm not very good at unboxing them in a nice way, so I'll probably end up ripping some of the paper, which is a big shame, but it has to be done, right? We have to see what's inside. So let's have a look, guys. Okay, so, oh, see, I told you I was gonna rip it. It's like Christmas, you know, it's so like Christmas. I love it, I love it. Okay, so, I was like really surprised, and I got this little note here. Natalia, sorry, not chocolates. I was thinking, does she want me to unbox chocolates on YouTube? That would be interesting, but I don't think these are chocolates inside. That's a good surprise, good trick, no? Oh, oh, look, it's something, it's wrapped, even more wrapping. It's so exciting. I will never find out what it is. Okay, let's have a look. Sorry about the crinkling. Ooh. Look, guys. Look. I've got like three diamond painting pens. Look at that. They're beautiful. So we've got one red and white, one blue, like lots of different blues, and one green and white. And I don't know, so I'm guessing Louise must have made them herself from like, I think they're done from like rubber bands. I'm not sure. Let me just move this stuff away so you can see better. So have a look. See, I think these are like rubber bands. Yeah, I think so. Like elastic bands. And they're somehow magically wrapped together. I don't know how. Don't ask me how she's done this. But somehow she's managed to make them into this beautiful design and wrap it all around the pen. How cool is that, guys? Let me know if you can do that. Let me know if you've ever done anything like this. I definitely couldn't do that. I have no idea how she's managed to do that. I think it's super cool. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing, guys. Look at that. How cool, how cool. What a wonderful diamond painting gift. Amazing. I'm actually going to use one of these for, I don't know, because I wanted to insert it into my WIP Chat, so I need to have a think about how to do this. I may, after the insert, I may switch to one of these pens so that I don't give it away too early in the video. I need to have a think about this, but yeah, I will definitely be using them. They are wonderful, and what a great idea for homemade diamond painting pens. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, great idea, wonderful. Amazing, guys. And then I got a beautiful mask with seahorses. Maybe Louise knows that I like seahorses because I really want to stitch a seahorse, so maybe that's why. I've got a seahorse that I really want to stitch. Yes, and so this is a homemade mask. It's really pretty. I'm definitely going to wear it. I love it. Okay, and then I think there's some like creams. Let me have a look. So I've got a hand cream, champagne toast. Oh, that must smell beautiful. Let me see what it smells like. Oh, it's so lovely. It's a beautiful smell. It's a shame I can't send a smell over on YouTube, guys. I wish you could smell it as well. And then I've got limoncello hand cream as well. I love limoncello. My dad makes it sometimes in summer, and I love, like, sorry, I can't open it. But I love the original Italian one as well. It's a lovely flavor. Okay, I can't open it for some reason, but I love the smell of lemons, so I'm sure I'm going to love it. I may need to ask my fiance to open it for me. But yeah, but it's lovely. It's so lovely. Thank you so much, Louise. I'm so excited. I actually found out that there was a little letter inside this, so I thought this was a note, but actually this was an envelope, and inside the envelope was a little letter, which has said some really lovely things. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but Louise has been very kind, and she says she loves my channel and that I am very genuine, and that my giggle is endearing, and it's just so sweet. That the things she said is just so wonderful. Yeah, I have no words really. But what I was going to say, in the letter, she explains that yes, she did make the pens. She did make the pens herself, and this one actually glows in the dark as well. How cool is that? How amazing. And not only did she make the pens herself, but, by the way, I was right about the seahorse. but she actually made this mask herself as well. She had a fabric with seahorses, and apparently while she was watching my floss tube, that made her think about this fabric and made her think about making this mask for me. And just look at this, guys. This looks so professional. Oh my goodness, how can somebody make this at home? I don't know, because I'm so rubbish at making things. But this is just wonderful. Wonderful mask. And I will insert a picture here. I actually tried it on. It's a bit of a wonky picture, but it's because I am I'm not looking at my best, and my living room is a bit of a mess at the moment. But I was just trying to take a quick shot just so you can see the mask on my face as well. Okay, and yes, and I did manage to open the second hand cream as well, which I couldn't open during the video, and it smells wonderfully. Right, so that's the end of the insert inside an insert. And then I have one more thing, my favorite night balm. Okay, so some lovely cosmetics I got from Louise, and I also got one more thing. Look at that. It's a unicorn magnet. Look. How pretty. How wonderful. I love all these little gifts, all these wonderful little gifts. And as I said, Louise has attached another gift, which is just the most gorgeous, most beautiful gift I've ever received. Okay guys, so I did in the end get permission from Louise to show you the second part of my gift. So this came with a very personal note, which I'm not going to read out to you, but I really wanted to show you this gift because I think it's super special. It is to keep me cozy and warm, and yeah, and thinking about my stitchy friends, my crafty friends. So it came wrapped really nicely. I already unpacked it, so I'm just going to reveal it to you now, but obviously I ruined the wrapping already. But let's just have a look. So this is a shawl. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but it's a crochet. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Just have a look at this, guys. Have a look. So this is, I think, acrylic, and I don't have the note here of what the wool is, or the yarn, but it's acrylic and cotton, I think, a mixture. I'm not sure, I may be making this up, but it's a beautiful yarn. So you can see look how lovely, look how big it is, how much work this must have been for Louise to make this for me. So I'm speechless, really. Just look at this guy. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so even, and I love the colors, honestly. I think Louise knows that I love blues, and I love kind of these dreamy blue and teal colors, and this is just a beautiful color combination for me. It's very calming. You know, it's very comforting, and I think that was the purpose of it. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys because I think this is so beautiful, and the amount of work that has gone into this is just incredible. And yeah, even now I want to cry when I'm saying this. But I just think this deserves to be shown to people. So it's a little bit too big to show you the whole thing. But I think you get the idea, and that will keep me warm and cozy, and thinking about the wonderful people that I have met through this channel. You know, it's just amazing. Yeah, so thank you, Louise. I really love this gift. Honestly, it's one of the best gifts yeah, honestly. Oh, amazing. Thank you. Received. So I'm just so grateful, so very grateful. You know, it's wonderful. So thank you so much, Louise. Love you. Okay guys, so I switched the pen now. I'm using Louise's pen for the last couple minutes before I switch off my camera. You can see this wonderful pen being used. I'm so happy. It's actually super comfy to hold. I much prefer it. You know, you can get these thick plastic pens but I don't like the thick ones because they're actually really hard to hold and they're a bit difficult, you know, on my hand. I just get a bit like, I just don't like gripping them. And these ones are, so I mean, it is this one, but it's made into a bigger pen. But these small pens, they're also quite difficult to work with. You know, they're a bit small and a bit hard to hold, even with the squishy. They're not so comfy. This one is perfect. This is the perfect amount of squishiness that I need. So it's not like, I think when they're just like firm, you know, surface, like without any squishy bit, and then I don't like them so much. I don't like holding them so much, but this is like super nice and soft to hold. So this will be super good to work. I love this one. I really love this pen. It's super comfy. So I'm going to continue working with this pen now. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, and you can see I've actually made a fair bit of progress during this WIP Chat. So I was trying really hard to not stop diamond painting, because when I chat I tend to stop, but I was trying to force myself to go back and place some more drills because I really need to be making some progress on this painting. And I think I have made a fair bit of progress. Like, look at this guy. Let me just slide this drill. So let's have a look. So I didn't have any of these red drills at the start, yeah? So all of these were placed together today. So that's a fair amount of progress, no? So I'm happy with that. And I will finish, after we're done chatting, I will finish that letter H that I've been placing. There's only a bit left. There's some here and here and here. And there's some here. And then I'll be done with it. And then I can move to another red color. So, you know, bit by bit, eventually I'll get there and I'll finish this painting. Anyway, I can't remember if there was anything else that I wanted to say to you. I'm sure that there was. But then, you know, if I forget today, I'll just say it in the next video. And I don't know, probably it wasn't very important anyway. Yeah, but for today I'll let you go because it's been like an hour now, so you know, you must be exhausted and this video will take forever to upload, so I'm going to end it here. But thank you so much for joining me. If you've lasted all this time and you know you made it to the end, it's just so wonderful to have friends like you, to, you know, to be there, and even if you just, well, you won't hear this bit, but even if someone just watches a little bit of my video, just, you know, just the beginning, that's also super nice, you know, of you to come and visit my channel for any length of time. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you're not subscribing yet, but you did enjoy this video, then there's a, oh, I got too excited. There's a button down there that you can press, the big red button. And next to it, you'll find a bell. And if you press on that bell, then you'll get notified about my next video. I don't know what it will be about. It may be an unboxing actually, because I have a couple of unboxings that I've already recorded, you know, actually a few weeks ago. I recorded them a while ago, but I haven't posted them yet, so possibly my next video may be an unboxing, and then I don't know what will come after that. Hopefully some more progress. Hopefully I can show you some progress again, but I can't promise anything, so we're gonna have to see what happens and what my next video actually is. Yeah, so, you know, it's nice to have that surprise element, no? Anyway, guys, thank you so much again for joining me. Have a lovely day or a lovely night wherever you are, and I will see you hopefully next time, yeah? Bye!